Welcome back. President's Cup, Day 4. JVI Sports Network, Whitby, Ontario. As we wrap up Day 4 here at the President's Cup, Jake Elliott, Pat Gregoire, and the gang at JVI all in tow here for this final meeting on Day 4 as it features the 3-0 host Ontario champions, the Brooklin Merchants, taking on the Saskatchewan Roadrunners. Wearing the SWAT jerseys, I might add. And a bit of a shorter bench here for Saskatchewan for this game, Pat. And Merchants have looked good all week long with that 3-0 record. Now, mind you, just +9 through 3 games. Players to watch here, let's start with them. London Cups.
The big captain, a lefty, had a pretty good game. Last game, all things considered, the score line, but just over 25% of Saskatchewan's goals coming from the captain's stick.
Blow the whistle. Let's play some lacrosse. Merchants in orange, Roadrunners in white.
Sure, we'll get to our players to watch for Brooklyn, but there's a lot of them. This is a very talented young group.
Well, they've spaced out the scoring pretty well here for the Merch. As you got Elliott. First time I've seen the name Elliott at the top of the scoring charts on any roster, but there he is. Elliott with 11 points. Kerrigan behind him with 10. Marinier and Osborne right behind those two guys with 8 apiece. So what am I counting up here? 6 on the bench, 5 on the floor, so an 11-man roster for this one. That does include one Austin Shanks, who's out there now and probably will stay out there more than anybody else on this Saskatchewan team. And a little surprising to me, I know they had Winnipeg last night. Started Cooter, but it's Deacon Ott that's back in here for the Merchants. As I think they want him sharp going into semifinal Friday.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see Ryan Szuczkowski at some point in this game. He's working the gate. Lucas Coot has the night off. But I bet you Deacon Ott probably said, I want to see some rubber tonight. I don't want to take 2 nights off. Yeah, I guess it would be 3 with tomorrow as well.
That's right. So semifinal teams will get the day off here at the Prezi, and we will have just 2 games for you at 5 and 8 o'clock. We'll touch on those as we move along. And we'll get the schedule, the graphics up there for you, as well as Osborne. 6 goals through 3 games here for Osborne, and he has been dangerous out of the back gate. Well, this will be a long one here for Saskatchewan with just 11 guys who've been grinding through the week here, but we touched on it with Winnipeg, and I think it's probably apropos here with Saskatchewan as well. It's just great that they're here. I know it hasn't gone the way that everybody back in the prairies would have hoped, but growing pains need to be gone through in order to get up to the level of some of these other teams here at the President's Cup.
Well, rumblings hearing that potentially Saskatchewan looking to maybe put their name forward to host the President's Cup next year. I do believe the rules, you have to field a team in the tournament before for that to happen. So
Shanks wants to go for a dash. There's a Whitby legend here is Shanksy. Minto Cup champion with the Warriors. 1 or 2 for Shanksy. He might have 2. 11 and 13 or just 13?
13 for sure. 11, he may have been too young.
Yeah, I think he might be right. I know my buddy Big Bouquet there got in the DMs. He says, man, you got to throw my graphic up on the screen. At least put both of my Minto Cup championships up there. So he's a 2-timer. As those teams back then, that Whitby team in 2013, just, I mean, 85% of that roster went on to play in the National Lacrosse League.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's remarkable to see all that talent on that floor.
So a bit of a homecoming here for Austin Shanks, who now, of course, plays for the Saskatchewan Rush, and you can make the connection for yourself why he's playing for Sask and not the Merchants. Osborne will take a shift on offense here. Saris. As there is a good handful, maybe more, a couple of extra fingers in there, as there's the opening goal from Osborne. on this Brooklyn Merchants roster, Pat, that has seen pretty significant Senior A action now. Some of them are scratched. Maybe I'll let you do the scratches here today, Pat.
Sure.
You haven't done that yet.
Let's take a look at this goal from Lucas Osborne first, because he's been playing transition all season long, all tournament long. He does a little stay and play. And this is just too many white shirts looking forward. Nice behind the back feed. As Osborne really making a name for himself this tournament. But scratches for the Brooklyn Merchants: Matt Duncan, Devin Pfeiffer, Nicholas Volkov, Daryl Robertson, Lucas Cootie, and Parker Pfeiffer. So no Pfeiffers in the lineup here tonight for Saskatchewan. Eldon Hill, Jake Boudreau, Pat Thompson, Kenny Bone, Aaron Walker, Brody Thomas, and Loudon Chuptuk, who was the starting goalie.
Oh, how about that from Patty Malo, back-to-back stops. And I'm not sure why Saskatchewan is scratching anybody with 11 on their roster. I just think those guys aren't here potentially.
I would probably have to absolutely assume that's what the case is.
I tried to give referee in charge, Andrew Ecclestone, a bit of a chirp, as he's been sending me the officials for each and every game. And I said, Andy, we were doing so well. I need the officials for Game 4. And he goes, well, if you would have read the message I sent you for Game 3, Game 4 officials were also in that body of text. So here you go. Jeremy McNaught, Mark Sands, Vinny Burrell, and Chris Lamonti. Is that right again? I feel like I got that wrong last time.
I believe Lamoth, but maybe we'll have to...
No. Well, just the double E on the end. Three Nations. Somebody help me out there if you can.
We'll find out. And just one of note, going through those scratches, seeing Braden Saris into the lineup for the first time in this tournament. He obviously finished up his season with the Peterborough Lakers.
They did not go quietly into the night at the end of that one, but yes, they are done, in fact, as the Six Nations Chiefs, a chance for the three-peat as they advance and will play the Salmon Bellies of New Westminster in the Mann Cup next month. September the 5th, and Scars. Well, just run the clock. Sask is in front. Nice little shot down in the crease. Only issue there, Pat Gregoire, I do not have a number 2 on my roster.
Well, yesterday Vincent Cree was wearing number 2, and he had the black tights on yesterday, so I got to assume that's Big Vinny Cree getting the job done on the backside. We saw him score a nice worm burner from distance as Scott Reed takes this one to the rack. It's going to be turned aside. Cree did score one from distance, wearing those tights, right-handed shot, so I got to assume Cree's wearing number 2 with the white SWAT jerseys here.
Now, I didn't clear this with upper management, but do you want to carry the play-by-play here, Penny? You want to take a spin at in the big chair?
Sure. If I guess we could do an on-the-fly switch. That one's turned aside by Patrick Malo, the goaltender for Saskatchewan here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he's really a guy that has made a name for himself with Saskatchewan lacrosse, I would say. Is always shows up at the Alice Trubisky with the team there, and Saskatoon Brewers fame as well for Malo, and I've seen him at President's Cups as well, and good to see him tending the goal here in Whitby.
Big stop there from Deacon Knott. Goes the other way. Is Adam Perroni going to start things off playing a little offense here tonight?
Caps lock Perroni, Patty. Caps
Yes.
lock Perroni, we're going to call him.
Over to the far side now. Braden Saris. He gets a shot. Big stop Malo. A couple of nice saves for the Sasky legend. Saris gets this ball down low, sweeping to the top. Behind the back feed from Elliott. That one's turned aside, though.
So I'd expect a slower pace here from Saskatchewan with that short bench, and not only just to kind of try and manage the clock a little bit, but probably pretty tired after 4 hard days.
Well, doing the game yesterday with Matt Carrick, he noted that almost immediately, saying that he noticed that Saskatchewan, as Shanks takes a shot, that one goes just wide, and another chance there. That one rings off the bar. As Stepan Friedel is turned aside, and off to the races is Tucker. One fake take.
Careful, Pat. Rebound chances in. Nice.
And Hamley's going to be there to put away the garbage. Cody Hamley, his first goal of the President's Cup.
Doesn't seem to want to claim the ball. But after an opener here from the Roadrunners, 2 straight now from the Merchants. And just about 8 minutes gone in this game, 2-1.
Yeah, Tucker, you see there, with a great feed out to Hamley. I think we're going to see a lot of guys playing both sides of the ball this game for the Merchants, which probably won't be too unique for these guys. When you look at a guy like Peroni, truck stick Peroni, and here's a chance here. We'll get to that in just 1 second. Marinier going to start things off over to Peroni.
I mean, honestly, Pat, it's not an ideal situation here, I would say, either for the Muskies who blew out the Blizzard just prior to this, or the Merchants who, are going to get through this game. Like, let's not kid ourselves here, but you almost would like a bit of a stiffer test going into a game in a semifinal where you're going to be tested by Six Nations. Like, that, right?
Yep.
So it's a hard thing to kind of go through for the Merchants to be able to kind of walk through this one and then all of a sudden run into a completely different team that's going to be a lot more competitive.
Well, here's the only issue. You run into the chance of potentially losing this game because this one here I think is a foregone conclusion. If Marinier is going to rip the rock like this, it's going to be a long night for Saskatchewan. But yes, if you come out with the victory, I think it plays to an advantage. You have the easier game as Halifax's own Zach Kerrigan with a shot. So a little bit of a double-edged sword. It's pick your poison. You get prepared better, but you also run the risk of losing that game.
Again, we'll get the schedule up on the screen for you for what Thursday and Friday will look like. As far as the matchups go, we know this. Snake Island will take on Edmonton in one semifinal. And should Brooklyn advance the way we think they will take on Six Nations Friday night at 8 o'clock.
And here's a breakaway chance here for Saskatchewan, but great job by Marinier closing the gap. Shanks, nice chance there, but Deacon Knott shuts the door.
Yeah, I don't think Deacon Knott knows that Austin Shanks loves top right.
Coming off the bench, top right, that's his bread and butter.
I mean, if I know that, surely Deacon Knott knows that.
There's no denying that. 18 seconds left on the shot clock.
Which means, Shanks should know that Knott is going to know that and try something different.
Sometimes, though, if you know it, it's still difficult to stop. That's usually the case for Shanks. I think, in my opinion, coming off the bench when it comes to right-handers, especially in the short change, maybe not so much here, he's money. I saw it a lot in Halifax, Rochester, wherever the guy plays.
Yeah.
There you go, Jake. There's the schedule.
Okay. So consolation matchups tomorrow, Ladner versus Winnipeg, Allegheny most likely here versus Saskatchewan. Those will be the only 2 games on Thursday, and then the semifinals on Friday, bronze and gold medals on Saturday. Note the start times for those 2 games, 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock on Championship Saturday.
And confirmed, Austin Shanks, 2011, still playing midget lacrosse, or I guess U17 as they call it now.
Yeah. Careful, Pat. You're not allowed to.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Power play opportunity now for the Merchants. Saris. Miscommunication between his teammate now in Brooklyn, but also Minto Cup champions together with the Burlington Blaze.
Now, you did get Saskatchewan scratches in. I don't know. Did you do the Merchants? I don't know, because they're missing some key bodies out of their lineup here. But
I did, but I'll hit it again.
All right.
Duncan, Pfeiffer, Volkov, Robertson, and Coop.
So a little up front, a little out the back here for the Merchants sitting down on day 4. Good to see Prouder at the arena. He's been missing for a couple of days, but the GM of the Merchants and the Brooklyn Lacrosse Club, for that matter, back inside the confines here, and it's been a while since I've seen number 9, but it's looking good.
Oh, bouncer attempt there from Big Eddie Renault was the player of the game last night for Brooklyn. As that chance, Shanks somehow comes up with the ball, and a swarm of orange jerseys pry that ball away. But this penalty is done here for Saskatchewan. Kerrigan with a sidearm rip.
Okay.
That goes in Saskatchewan's bench. So the Roadrunner is going to start here.
So if you're joining us late here on day number 4, we saw this morning Six Nations get past the Ladner Pioneers. And then we saw an absolute game of the tournament so far, yeah?
Not even close, I would say. Crease violation. Cody Laforme, Scarborough Saints legend.
Long feed. Let's go here, Pat.
Osborne in all alone. That one goes wide. He's going to pick up the rebound. Quick stick into the back of the net.
Nice.
Brooklyn.
Nice little tap in. Now, are they... We cannot be sounding off the goal horn all game long.
I certainly hope not.
And if I got to hear Chelsea Dagger over 20 times tonight, then I might just put the headset down. I don't know if I can. As a Canucks fan, and the Chicago Blackhawks, that's a tough listen.
Yeah, a lot of pain, certainly indeed. But McLeod, he'll get credit with that one with a quick stick on the side of the net. He's going to start this possession off. Not before getting it over to Peroni. Back to McLeod. Marinier. Skip feed. That goes through Tucker's legs. Tucker. Back over to Marinier. Skip feed behind the back. Behind the net. Marinier.
That's good ball movement. Better stop there from a low. Kicking out a leg.
Nice stop.
But back to that Allegheny Miners game. I mean, what a contest that was. You know, for a Miners team that hasn't looked particularly sharp all week long. Got out to a great start in that game. Built himself a 5-goal lead at one point. Allegheny would storm back just as they did against the Merchants on day 1. This time they came all the way back. Actually held a 2-goal lead in that game. But then the Miners seemed to regain their form. They get back and hang on for a 1-goal, 14-13, the final on that one, as Allegheny goes down and the Miners go into the semi.
Yeah, just 9 goals outside of their one lopsided victory throughout the round robin. Then they put up 14 points, Jake, as the Merchants start this off again. Eddie Renault with a quick shot in that shot clock. So Saskatchewan go down the other way. It's Austin Shanks, skip feed, and Cody Laforme can't grab onto that one.
Yeah, Shanksy, you'd like to see him kind of watch that one as he passed it. He tried to get a little fancy with the no-looker, and it was off the mark.
I think Shanks is going to try a couple of fun things here in this game. Maybe not quite stick to the bread and butter all game long.
Oh, well, Joe Hall, the game previous, showed off some fanciness.
Marinier, the Buckeye, tries to go between the wickets. He's going back, actually. Has another year of eligibility at the Ohio State, but he is draft eligible. So whichever team does decide to take him, they're going to have to wait a year.
I can't believe that's still a thing.
I hope
this is the last year. It's got to be the last.
It certainly, as someone who's involved with the draft, it changes things. As Samard in all alone, fake, and another big stop from Malo.
I love that he's rocking the old school kind of neck protector dangling. I mean, the thing's doing absolutely nothing but protecting his sternum right now. It's not protecting his throat whatsoever.
No, he's got the almost looks like a.
And that's old school, Patty.
That's
back from my playing days. Goalies used to wear that thing.
Yeah, almost
it's just tied on to the front of your mask with a string.
Elliott takes a chance to the cage, and Malo, another really big stop here. They've been tested early and often. We'll have to wait for shots to the end of the period. That's when they get updated. But
yeah, I'm not going to do the whole look up the stats thing on the fly like you do when you're doing color here, Pat. You can handle that. But
that's
just gonna
quite fine with that.
Kick back and enjoy some
relax.
Yeah. Okay, so we're getting word. I have no idea what the connection there is, Pat, but Betty Boop is on. That's a throwback.
That is a throwback as Ryan McCrory picks up that loose ball, gets it over to Hamley, and big pick off. Is it a pick 6 here for number 9?
Oh,
and a great opportunity for Kenny Aaron as he can't convert. Merchant's going to slow this thing down.
It's obviously been a tough go. 17 goals to the good, 74 to the bad here for Saskatchewan. That is a minus 57.
There you go. You might not do any searching on the fly, but you'll be doing some math on the fly. As there's no math there. That is just a howitzer from outside from Will McLeod, who I know this week, a lot of NLL GMs in the building, here to watch him play.
That's what you call 1 + 1 = goal.
And Malo has been playing great in this one early, but, I mean, next to no chance
Yeah,
on
you
that
can
one.
only do so much.
Face-off win here from the captain.
I mean, I honestly cannot imagine being day 4 at the President's Cup and then having to play a game against the host team who are a perfect record with 11 guys.
Yeah.
You just got to be exhausted. That was in the net.
I thought that went in.
Yeah.
And it is, as we get a goal call from Jeremy McNaught. Elliott.
Yes? Oh, not me.
Not
Oh,
you.
Sorry.
The other Elliott continues to climb up the scoring leader here as a little bit of a breakout tournament for him. Takes a hard cross check to the face as well. And, yeah, that is clearly a goal. Darren Elliott increases this to 6-1. Face-off one from Morgan.
Ooh, not for the faint of heart there.
Nope.
You know, for some of these guys playing for the Merchants today, this may be the last game they play this season, right? So
Good point.
those guys want to empty out the tank. They don't care that they're maybe playing against lesser competition here today.
No, Peroni from the outside. That blast is turned aside from the wall of Patrick Malone. A long bomb pass. Probably a little bouncer full feed over to Saris Twister. And that wall is getting a workout.
I think the only goalie rocking the wall here at the President this year. The career saver, as some like to call it.
Into a little trouble here is Saskatchewan. That's goes off the window. Breakaway chance here. Hamley in all alone. That one goes in. Second goal of the game for Hamley.
Are you regretting taking over play-by-play quite yet, Pat?
No, of course not. Here on the JVI Sports Network. No.
Just view it, baby.
View this one here, Jake.
Yeah. I mean, nothing fancy, right? Sometimes that's the best strategy when coming in on a breakaway. Just shoot the ball. Pick a spot and let it fly.
Curious, and maybe stats department look alive back there. Cody Hamley. And you know any relation to Bob Hamley?
I don't. That's a good. You're not getting a ding, but that's a good question.
Kitchener Junior A.
I mentioned Hammer's probably tuned in here to the press. He's always watching.
A little fortunate bounce there for Will McLeod, but
I'll
he's
tell you
gonna
this
slow things
too.
down.
You know, he's been affiliated with the minors, obviously the Panther City connection there with Cornfield. But if I'm in the market,
Oh my goodness!
clip it. If I'm in the market, you know, whether it be an expansion franchise or maybe you're looking to make a change and start some new culture, I mean, Bob Hamley is probably one of my first phone calls. The man knows how to put a roster together.
It was an impressive roster in Panther City, no doubt. Did Kerrigan just dangle the goalie's helmet off there? I mean, this is a great goal from the pride of Halifax, Nova Scotia. One hard pump. I mean, Malo's already on the ground before he even gets this ball. As Kerrigan, I know we went to training camp with the Thunderbirds a couple of years ago. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him kicking around somewhere.
Yeah, sometimes it just takes a guy a second crack, maybe even a third crack sometimes before he can finally break through into the National Lacrosse League.
Yeah, 71 points this year with the Merchants. I mean, A, B, C, any way you slice it, 71 points is nothing to blink at, right?
Oh, that's a good penalty minute number for yours truly.
Shanks gets that over to Cree on the far side. Cody Laforme dances through.
Oh.
Still has it. Shovel feed. That one goes away. And Patrick McCrory looking for a breakaway chance. That one's just a bit too far out of reach.
I mean, that's one where you're going, like, you're by your guy. Just pass me the ball, please. You don't need the one-handed shoveler in that situation.
Yeah, Saskatchewan will get their first settled possession, which seems like it's been quite some time. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Cree tries to feed that into Shanks. Shanks runs through the creases. I'm not picking this up, dude.
He couldn't. He was through the crease. Can't pick that one up. Be the first guy to do it.
A little bobble from Saris. Getting his first action here at the Prezi. Hard bump.
Yeah, he can't exactly be fresh either going through a
no
major series playoff run.
Played 4 games with the Merchants this year, 7 goals, 8 assists.
And how is that working? Like, why is Saris playing for Peterborough and not the Brooklyn Lacrosse Club? I guess he got drafted there, is that?
So he actually got his rights traded. Quick stick.
Okay. Attempt
goes the other way. Yeah, so he was with Coburg, and Peterborough picked up his rights. But I do believe Brooklyn Lacrosse Club, I don't know if they ever had his rights. But when it comes to Senior B rights, again, affiliation, much like Deacon Knott. Deacon Knott's A rights are with Peterborough, but the Merchants did trade for his B rights. Okay. That's how he's ended up here the last couple of seasons.
Almost the Cody Milosky of senior lacrosse, you might say.
Not bad for a Junior B call-up, if I say so myself.
How about it?
Marinier outside rip. That one almost hits Betty Boop.
There's probably people tuned in going, who the hell is Betty Boop? Look her up. Old cartoon character.
Shanks on his wrong side. Gets that to Friedel, the Czechia national.
Yeah. There's a program that's come a long way in the last decade.
It really has. I think a big part of that is the Hebreski Memorial.
Sure.
Which is on my bucket list.
Well, Pat, I was just about to say, like, it's one tournament that I have kind of yet to get to that I really want to. You just see the scenes every year with the outdoor box and the beers are flowing, and it just looks like a heck of a time. Only problem is it's right during NLL playoff season, and you can't do it. So
let's start the petition. Get that date changed.
Yeah,
so
back it up a couple of weeks.
Also get a petition going here for a little bit of help for Patrick Malot, because that man looks very tired, and that's only 20 minutes of lacrosse here. After 20 minutes, 8-1 the score. The host, the Ontario champions, Brooklyn Merchants, lead the Saskatchewan Roadrunners. Come back in about 10 minutes on the JVI Sports Network.
You can catch the fun with lacrosse, Canada's national summer sport. Everyone can experience the excitement of lacrosse, where fun meets fitness and friends are made. Lacrosse is one of the youngest organized sports children can play. And with 66 clubs throughout Ontario, everyone can get in on the fun. Visit playlacrosse.com. Our interactive map will help you find a lacrosse club in your area. Join the Ontario lacrosse community today. Ask a parent before going online.
From our unique origins to the modern game, the global lacrosse community has been preparing for this moment. Together, we step into a new chapter of growth, competition, unity, and inspiration for the next generation. Welcome to a new era of lacrosse. At the Olympic Games in Los Angeles, we continue growing together. Join the journey, and let's make history in LA and beyond. A new era of lacrosse starts now.
From grassroots to major international events, Sport Durham's award-winning edge is the care we take to create memorable participant experiences and lasting legacies. Collaborate with Sport Durham to host your best event yet. While you're here, be sure to visit durhamtourism.ca for things to do across Durham Region's 8 vibrant communities. Summit Access Solutions is a turnkey access company that can accommodate any and all projects from scaffolding, swing stage, material lifts, weather enclosure systems, and shoring, just to name a few. We specialize in making what looks impossible possible so that you can complete any project safely, efficiently, and on time. Call us at 877-786-6483 or visit summitaccess.ca. No matter what the disaster, we'll be there to help get everything in your home or business restored back to normal. Whether your property has suffered from a kitchen fire, basement flood, or a break-in, our professional technicians and restoration experts will use the best tools and strategies to help you make your house feel like a home again. The wait is over. The NLL has partnered with TFL Sports to bring you something legendary. Not since the days of the 1993 MILL has Pro Box Lacrosse seen premier collectible trading cards, the most comprehensive, officially licensed NLL trading cards ever, featuring legends, rookies, game highlights, and more, all dropping in October. Pre-order yours now before they are gone at shop.tflsport.com. With this many stars, you won't want to miss your chance to chase greatness. At Special Benefits Insurance Services, we're more than just an insurance agency. We're a family proudly serving Canadians nationwide since 1993. For over 30 years, we've helped families and individuals find the right health, dental, and travel insurance, always with friendly expert advice that's completely free. Whether you're planning a trip, protecting your health, or making sure your loved ones are covered, we're here with clarity, care, and decades of trusted experience. Special Benefits Insurance Services, where family values meet trusted guidance. Visit us today at sbis.ca. Town Brewery is based right here in Whitby and focused on strengthening our community through good work and good times. Check out the brewery just around the corner at Brock and Victoria, where they brew tons of lagers, sours, and IPAs. And if you've never been, be sure to hit up the Pump House Town waterfront location just down the street on the shores of beautiful Lake Ontario.
Welcome back to Whitby, Ontario, the site of the 2025 Founders Iroquois Park Sports Centre. Pat Gregoire here with Jake Elliott. Oh, Founders. Are you kidding me?
Hello.
The Prezi.
Right,
It's the President's Cup.
I'm taking back over, Gregoire.
We're off the rails here. As this game kind of got off the rails, we started out 1-1 after a goal here from Lucas Osborne. But again, Jake, we talked about this. This is a difficult challenge, I think, for both sides. When you look at Saskatchewan, short bench, game number 4, running out of gas, and then you have to go up against a tough team in Brooklyn who likes to run. But on the flip side, you got a team like Brooklyn that have their biggest game of the season coming up here.
I mean,
How do you prep for that?
Well, I think you have to, like you said, we talked a lot about good habits, bad habits, and not letting that kind of creep in or creep out of your game. And regardless of your opponent and the score, I think you kind of have to continue to do the things that make your team successful. And unfortunately, that may come at the expense of the Roadrunners.
And I think last night, Brooklyn probably learned their lesson that they just can't walk out there and expect a win or,
No, you look at their scoreline, like I said, just +9 out of their 3 games that they've won. And, yeah, they've all been wins, but even their game against Winnipeg, not that big of a spread, right? Allegheny by 2. They got past Edmonton, well, I want to say by like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And then pretty convincing over Winnipeg. But, they're obviously going to win this game. But I don't know, aside from Allegheny, whether, like, on the other side of the bracket, might have been a tougher path to the final. So we'll see. Like, when the rubber hits the road, whether the Ontario champs can put it all together when it matters.
Take it away, Jake.
Blow the whistle. Let's play some lacrosse.
Scott Reed wins that draw to himself, but it's going to be Saskatchewan who's going to get the first offensive possession. Got a change in between the pipes as Ryan Schutzkowski comes in, the former Halton Hills Junior B Bulldog.
All right, he's got the nice shooting strings to match the beautiful orange jerseys here.
Oh, yeah, shooter always decked out in good swag, that's for sure.
Look good, play good.
Polera gets this one down low. Polera to Kerrigan. Back over to the far side, sweeping the top. That's big Braden Saris. That one's turned aside, but looks like the Merchant's going to get another crack at it here as Ed Renault picks up the loose ball. We'll start once again in the stick of Marinier this time, behind the net. Back behind the net again. Saris can't hold on to this ball. Looks like Saris a little bit out of sync.
I just don't think he was focused on that shift, Pat. I mean, that's a couple of easy drops for a talented player that usually makes that catch. Or catches.
And Justin Hoffman slowly going to wait for his options. He's going to run out of time here. There's only 10 seconds left on the clock. Power cradle. And that one just falls out of the stick right over to Ryan Schutzkowski.
I mean, I almost don't mind it. For Saskatchewan, I mean, you want to almost be playing every shot clock under 10 before you start going to the goal.
Looks like Hickey and LaForme going to stand down here. So 4-on-4 lacrosse this way as McLeod holds on to that.
It's the only way we're going to get 4-on-4 at the present, apparently. Offsetting minors, not a thing.
Well, Lacrosse Canada in the building here tonight, so maybe throw that in the old suggestion box for them. There's a 30-second clock kill for Saskatchewan. That's little victories that you can definitely take away and build on.
Sure.
Stack those shifts. LaForme. A couple of hard cradles over to the far side. Friedel. Inside feed. That's a great little handle there from the captain.
It's good pick and roll action there, too, to create that separation to get that pass.
Kobe Hanser starts this possession off. Good stick. Great defensive play, Austin Shanks.
Oh, look out at center.
How many times have you heard that before? Probably not many.
Well,
I'm going to hear about that. He's going to get on me for that.
I can't take any runs at Shanksy here.
Shanksy going to stay on the floor here. Polera.
I'll tell you,
fake.
he will stay out there. He's not going to cross-check anybody, Pat, but he's going to stay out there.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt. I mean, his teammates are saying, hey, you got to stay out there.
Slash is he's on his way here for a breakaway if they pick him up.
And you got to get to him quick. Shanks, one-handed grab.
There it is.
Dives through the crease.
Classic Austin Shanks.
Air Shanks, he touches down in Whitby.
Shanks a lot.
This is a beauty here.
A little leaner, laying out. The catch, I mean, maybe the most impressive thing out of it all.
QB1, Matthias Stadlinger with a nice feed.
How about that, Pat? Just a couple of weekends away. Kick it off.
Oh, I can't wait.
Is this the year?
Every year is the year. Every year is the year.
The way you get invested into Buffalo Bills football and then just have your heart broken.
It's all my sports teams. It's the Bills. It's the Maple Leafs. It's Notre Dame Fighting Irish football. You name it, they'll break my heart. The Toronto Blue Jays. Not hating on the Jays, just saying they were good when I was 1 and 2 years old.
I'll hate on them.
I know you will.
Go Red Sox.
You West Coasters do not like us Blue Jays.
I'm a Mariner guy. Red Sox, Mariner.
There's another good defensive stand here for Saskatchewan. Kenny Aaron flips the ball over here for Vincent Cree. Over to Shanks. Shanks going to take this down low. Running out of space. He's still going to try there. Nice save by Schutzkowski.
I mean, he's got to be on holiday time because there's no way he is doing this and then, this little snipe right there. No way he's doing this and then heading for a 4-day stretch at the fire hall.
No, absolutely not. Toronto Fire, Austin Shanks.
Speaking of that, I had the almost entire St. Catharines Fire Department show up to the Holiday Inn on my final night there.
Okay.
Just kicking back, I was actually just settling in to the Team Canada USA game. And all of a sudden heard this loud kind of boom, when a transformer pops.
Yep.
So I heard that, and then the TV went dead. Then the fire alarm started cranking off. And I'm thinking, why is the fire alarm going off here? Well, a car drove into a power pole just outside the hotel and somehow set off the fire alarm. So the entire hotel had to empty out. And they had like 5 fire trucks show up, and I'm like, guys, it's just a power pole here. Like, nobody's hurt or anything. But the entire fire department of St. Catharines was on site. And it took an hour or so before we got back, led in to our rooms at 1 o'clock in the morning. I was still up. You're still
on West Coast time, even though you've been here.
I think I might have shifted. In the last couple of days, I think I'm starting to make a bit of a turn.
More maybe mountain time, not quite Eastern
I'm sliding into mountain time now. All I know is the bed in the hotel has been good, Pat. A couple of 89 sleep scores over the last few days, which is a rarity for yours truly, but here we are.
Don't let Jumbo get hot as that one goes.
I don't want to jinx it either.
That one goes wide. And then the second attempt there is picked off from Crawford. And you talk about fire. That last goal there, Burlington Blaze. Braden Saris gets his first goal of the tournament behind the back there from McLeod.
Look up.
And a couple of hard whacks here. Good handle.
I got to say, I've never seen the horizontal one-handed power cradle like I did just right there. As Denoncourt. Well, that one unique running style.
I felt like that was destined for the top corner. Denoncourt with the one-handed power cradle.
But he was doing it like, usually
up like.
Well, he had the stick like horizontal instead of vertical, which was unique. We're looking for things here in a 7-goal game.
They don't teach that in lacrosse school, that's for sure. Polera going to start this possession off, gets it back over to the far side. Polera once again pulls that one just misses that top left corner.
That's a good shot. He was aiming for the right spot, about 2 inches high.
Kellen Polera, one of the Americans, one of the many Americans in this tournament. Amherst, New York native. Played for the Bonnies. Quite
Randy
the program.
Burns?
Randy Burns won't be
Yeah,
the
what-
coach
I
anymore.
still-
Stepping down yet.
Is he stepping down? Is
Or
that?
I don't know if he's stepping down or if it's.
I just don't know. Like, what are we doing? Like, Team Canada's head coach of field lacrosse not good enough to coach at the Bonnies? Like,
Yeah. I don't know what happened there, but certainly a legend of the game. Whether it's field, box, you name it.
Six Nations Chiefs back
Yeah.
in the 90s, part of those back-to-back Mann Cup champions.
Transition the other way, and Saris stings that one off the bar. Brooklyn going to stay with it here.
Souvenir for a youngster in a Merchants jersey down there.
Kerrigan, moving pick goes the other way.
Man, oh man, those hurt just a little bit more each time
Yeah.
in each game and each shift. A little slower to get back off the deck when you go down.
Shanks, shot.
Well, he had it.
Whiz is high. Scott Reed going to have a chance here with Smart. Smart's going to pull up, let Reed take this in all alone.
Oh,
Nice stop there once again. Patrick Malo.
tap of the post after.
Samard and Reed going to come off. We'll get a full complement of offensive players here. Renault back up top. Shot from the outside. And Marinier, the Buckeye, bangs that one home.
Not holding back on that shot there from Marinier as he put everything he had into that one.
I tell you, man.
He's kind of got the perfect setup there
Yeah.
for Marinier. The size, the speed, the skill, like it's almost the prototypical box lacrosse body you're looking for.
Yep, Marinier, again, I know he's going back for another year, so whichever team decides to take him, they're not going to have him for another year, but I don't think it's going to be a very long night. Like, I'm thinking top 5, top 6, somewhere in that ballpark.
That high, huh? Yeah.
The more I watch him, the more I have a hard time not imagining a team's going to use a high pick on him there.
It's just the only thing is right-handed O in the NLL, probably the hardest position to crack a lineup.
It really is. And you look through, I mean, Rochester, Lanchbury, we've seen him here.
Well, that's what you have to do. Essentially, you have to start looking, okay, like where do I fit?
Mm-hmm.
And it's at a premium.
It really is. I mean, look even, this is great ball movement here.
Oh,
Big stop, though.
That's good stuff there from Patty Malo.
And a very well-deserved water break. He's just going to leave his gear and walk over to the bench.
This guy knows what he's doing. Fist bumps to the opponent. Go for a drink of water.
What an absolute beauty. Patty Malo with his best save
How
yet.
about his backup here in Magne, who, looks like he's good friends with the bench press in the old swell station.
Have you seen his bucket?
Yeah. I mean, the whole setup he's got over there is pretty good.
Legit setup, but identical mask to Mike Richter with the Statue of Liberty on the top. It's a thing to be seen for sure. Maybe not quite as nice as Jack Cask's helmet that we saw.
Yeah. That thing's been retired, apparently.
No way.
Yeah, they're shutting it down. They're going to frame that thing up, put it in the, who knows, Coquitlam Sports Hall of Fame.
I am looking forward to seeing what he goes with next.
Well, it'll be something Berard related, I'm sure, or at least colored.
Maybe he just goes Jackie Moon with Berard colored.
Not bad, yeah. Get the. Well, I think that's kind of what this one here was themed after, right? With the headband and the hair and all the rest of it.
Unbelievable play from Marinier. He finishes this off.
That was reverse backhand time right there for Marinier. Just didn't pull it.
Silky smooth Saris. Okay, now he's starting to look warmed up.
Yeah, that was posted in there for Saris. There's my man. Right there, a Whitby legend himself and Billy Callan. Spent a lot of time with Billy while he was playing out in the Western Lacrosse Association with the Coquitlam Adnacs, and he was kind of my vet when I was a rookie there, as he took me under his wing and kind of showed me what it was all about to be a senior A lacrosse player.
Love that. I will say, a lot of great things about this tournament, no doubt. They've done a really, really nice job. One of the great things, though, just seeing so many different Whitby, Brooklyn alumni.
Well, it's kind of like that in St. Catharines, too,
Yeah,
right?
it was.
Where they're coming out of the woodwork there as well for the Minto Cup. Mikey Lyons and Mike Meridian and saw Luttrell there. Of course, lots of guys handing out game awards, Priello and Vino and Ian Lord.
Yeah, awesome to see. Yeah, really great to see. I mean, that's lacrosse communities, right?
Yeah.
McLeod,
Now,
great
if
defensive
I
play.
can just get a Tommy Fair sighting here, then we'll really have the week made.
There we go, transition the other way. Matthias Stadlinger tries to go top cheese. That one goes wide. McLeod numbers the other way. Back and forth. Oh, my goodness. Paddy Malo is on fire right now, Jumbo.
Yeah, I mean, where's this game without Malo right now at 11-2?
Yeah. Oh, one hand on the stick. Cody LaForme tries to box out his man like Shaquille O'Neal. Transition goes the other way. Peroni in all alone and scores. Cheerleaders loving Adam Peroni.
Yeah, big fans of Peroni down there, apparently.
See-
I mean, there's about 30 of those young girls down there. They've been dancing up a storm all week long,
Yeah.
quite frankly.
I think the five and the 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock games, they've been doing a great job during the intermission. Scott Reed wins that to himself quite easily.
As long as they don't try and take advantage of that hospitality room upstairs, Pat, make sure the broadcasters are taken care of.
And Kellen Polera is going to drive down the lane. Back up top to McLeod. Marinier.
Ouch, man, oh man. The follow through there from Marinier. You'll feel that one tomorrow, 20.
Denoncourt going to walk this up. A lot of up, down, off lacrosse we've seen from this Saskatchewan team. Unfortunately for guys like Shanks, though, it's been up, down, then maybe off.
Well, even seeing the Fraz after that Allegheny game, and, I know a bit of a deeper roster there with Allegheny, obviously, but those two, that team really relied on their top two there with Fraser and Kluche, and you could tell just how tired.
Oh, yeah.
And that guy's like in supreme shape.
Yeah.
But that's just what the President's Cup will do to you.
Brooklyn just going to work this around here. It's 4-on-4. Is seeing a little bit of a sneak from Saskatchewan. Maybe not a terrible idea from a fitness standpoint. Trying to rest up a little bit, conserve some energy here. Stadlinger going to start possession here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fine line on how you want to
Stadlinger just runs into a double.
kind of dedicate or delegate your roster here in a 10-goal game halfway through.
24 seconds on the clock. Got a reset there. Cole Tucker, a little bit of a size mismatch here. One hand on the stick. The captain.
Oh, it's a nice look there for Cups.
London Cups. Couple opportunities here. Kobe Hanser in transition. Gets that over to Elliott. 2 T's, and it's a beauty.
Yeah, it's interesting to have Elliott, one of these guys on this roster. He's the guy that's leading them all in scoring.
I know, when you look at, and I know some guys took the night off last night. The Pipers out of the lineup here tonight. But when you look at all the talent, there's guys that are going to be top 10 picks on this lineup. There's guys like the Pipers that have been standouts in Senior B. Parker Pfeiffer, Minto Cup champion, leads the league in scoring for Ontario Series. But It's been Elliott who has been very impressive. That shot goes turned aside from Magne. Little wheel motion offense now for Brooklyn. Kerrigan in, and Magne another great save.
Still Malo, Patty.
Oh, sorry, yes, Malone. My apologies.
Second period, by the way.
Second period. Can confirm. Right? Second?
Yes. Still hearing it about that. But,
Really?
Oh, man.
Nice block.
I attribute it to just having such a high, people expect such a high standard that when I make a mistake like that, they're just gonna jump on it.
Good ball movement there, and Malo has been great, but no chance on that one. Supreme ball movement from Brooklyn, and Kerrigan cashes in.
Yeah, this might be it here for Malo, Pat. He's got the gear off, and I'm not sure if we're looking at some cramping or he's looking up at the clock going, do I want to keep doing this? Magne
he's looking the other way.
He's looking directly the other way. He's like, I know, don't. You're in there, man. You're in there.
Oh, that is too good. That is too good.
He doesn't want to
Not even looking over there. PA announcer.
At
Mike
least they
Smith.
stomp with the goal horn, right?
Yes.
They haven't done the goal horn,
Yeah.
which I'm happy to hear or not hear. It'll be banging, though, come Friday.
I think it will be. I really do. Friday night at IPSA. People are going to be fired up for this.
I tell you, with the late games here today, Pat, the wife got to town, decided to trip around a little bit, and made our way not too far from here. Like, I had no idea when I looked up the Iroquois Beach. Mm-hmm. I mean, you could literally go for a quick jog and get there. But on the beautiful shores of Lake Ontario.
Yeah. The waterfront's nice.
Yeah, nice little walk down the path, and there it was. Dug the toes into the sand. The sun was shining.
Sounds like a nice little afternoon you had there.
It's beautiful. I'm going to take a trip down to the Grand River of Six Nations tomorrow. Get myself a chicken wrap from the ILA.
I'm so lucky.
It's on I could probably bring one back for you.
Please.
Probably bring one back for you.
You are so lucky.
And who knows? Maybe get a early Chiefs merchandise.
I know if the ILA is going to be open, you can head over to the store they've got there. A lot of great gear.
And then who knows, Patty? Maybe a quick swing into Juicy J's for a little
There you
kimosabi.
go.
A little kimosabi at Juicy J's.
Got to support the sponsors. Quick stick back of the net as Marinier extends this lead.
It's funny, I was talking with Juicy J himself, Josh Johnson, and talking about the sponsorship and what we're going to say for the reads and stuff. And he says, "Oh, maybe you can, bring me up. My kid, Juicy J Jr., doesn't believe that I was actually a good player back in my day." I said, "I remember, Josh. I remember." And he goes, "Oh, maybe you could throw out a couple of highlights." I said, "Now you're getting a little too carried." I said, "But for Juicy J Jr., I can confirm that Papa could ball back in his day."
You heard it here first. Juicy J. Jones.
Saw that firsthand at the LEC back in 2014. The Arrows busted out those 1992 throwback blacks back then, Pat.
Those were disgusting.
In a good way.
Yes. Much like these orange merchants jerseys. I am a huge fan.
Well, I know. Oh, my goodness, Malo. I know at one point Brooklyn used to be called the Redmen.
Yep.
And it was because they wore red jerseys more than anything else. Mm-hmm. They got away from that, obviously, with the times that we're living in, and I think a smart move, a good move to do. But I kind of feel like now with the Riptide turf in here, and whether they keep the logo or not, I mean, the Merchants look good on this turf. Could we see a day when Brooklyn, the Senior A club, may follow suit a little bit, and they're not getting
no.
Okay.
No, there will be riots in the streets of Whitby.
I know the junior team's not making the move. But
No,
I like it here from the Senior B team.
I do. I love it. Luther Vipond Arena is iconic. It's legendary, but it is small. It's hot. Parking's not ideal.
How far away are we from Vipont? Because I might just want to go.
Take a cruise at it. It's probably about, 15 minutes north. Not even.
Well, I know Billy Callan, who we were just talking about. As Shanks, we need to talk about him a little bit more after that one, but he just glows about Vipont. Peter Vipont, right, who was the legendary coach for so many years.
See, this one starts in transition here, Jake. And Shank's going to get it right back. And this is a nasty finish.
Yeah. I can't do that.
No.
Not many can.
That is why, if Saskatchewan wins that NLL Finals, there's no denying he was the MVP.
100% on that. And what a season for him, Saskatchewan, and, of course, Derek Keenan, who's a legend around these parts as well.
Oh, yeah.
There's one guy he wanted to go out and get in the offseason as far as free agents go, and he put the bullseye on Austin Shanks. He knew what he was going to bring to the table on that Saskatchewan offense, and he did not disappoint.
No, he's been running that offense for so long in Whitby, even when he played in Brooklyn. So he knows it like the back of his hand, and you could tell. But just as the season progressed, Jake just got better and better, and
clutched up, and the bigger the game got, the better he played.
Well, that's kind of always been his MO.
Yeah,
he's always been a big time player.
And it seems like it's those guys that just have kind of that calm demeanor about them. They don't really get rattled at too much, and it's almost like they don't feel pressure. And some guys, when the pressure is at its highest, that's when they perform their best. And I don't know what that is that makes guys do that, but I wish I had that gene back in my day. And I was almost the exact opposite. Just crumbled. I'd crumble under the pressure.
It looks like for the first time in maybe his career, Osborne does not elect to push this up the floor and slows this thing down.
Maybe some instructions here from the bench.
Yeah.
To back off a little bit here, now leading by 12. And almost 13.
Not for another great stop once again. Patty Malone. But Polera's going to start this possession off. He's going to get the ball back. And Big Soak getting the crowd fired up. Denoncourt. Polera back over to the far side. Renaud off the glass. Can't hold on to that ball. And off to the races.
Here we go.
Once again, Matthias Stadlinger. Shukowski says, no, not today.
He went default there, Patty. Throw it to the 5-hole junk as a defender in transition. It always seems to go that way, right? I guess that's why they're probably playing defense and not offense.
Been there before. Under 30 to go, 18 seconds left in the shot clock. We'll get another possession here.
There you go. Shot clock off here.
Yep. This chance here. Kerrigan looking, waiting. Backdoor feed, good ball movement, shot. Another big-time stop from Malo, and off we go. Justin Hoffman.
We got time? Oh, he's ready to pull a hamstring right now. You can see the way he's running.
And time expires after 40 minutes of play. The home side, Brooklyn Merchants, hold a 15-3 lead over Saskatchewan. When we come back, we'll have third period action. We'll also have some highlights, and we'll ride you home into the last game.
Period.
Quarterfinals.
Yeah, period. Don't
period
forget our
3.
sponsors either, Pat.
Of course,
we
yes.
appreciate those guys ever so much here at the President's Cup.
Crank up the volume. We'll be back.
You can catch the fun with lacrosse, Canada's national summer sport. Everyone can experience the excitement of lacrosse, where fun meets fitness and friends are made. Lacrosse is one of the youngest organized sports children can play. And with 66 clubs throughout Ontario, everyone can get in on the fun. Visit playlacrosse.com. Our interactive map will help you find a lacrosse club in your area. Join the Ontario lacrosse community today. Ask a parent before going online.
From our unique origins to the modern game, the global lacrosse community has been preparing for this moment. Together, we step into a new chapter of growth, competition, unity, and inspiration for the next generation.
Welcome to a new era of lacrosse.
At the Olympic Games in Los Angeles, we continue growing together.
Join the journey.
And let's make history in LA and beyond. A new era of lacrosse starts now.
From grassroots to major international events, Sport Durham's award-winning edge is the care we take to create memorable participant experiences and lasting legacies. Collaborate with Sport Durham to host your best event yet. While you're here, be sure to visit durhamtourism.ca for things to do across Durham Region's 8 vibrant communities. Summit Access Solutions is a turnkey access company that can accommodate any and all projects from scaffolding, swing stage, material lifts, weather enclosure systems, and shoring, just to name a few. We specialize in making what looks impossible possible so that you can complete any project safely, efficiently, and on time. Call us at 877-786-6483 or visit summitaccess.ca. No matter what the disaster, we'll be there to help get everything in your home or business restored back to normal. Whether your property has suffered from a kitchen fire, basement flood, or a break-in, our professional technicians and restoration experts will use the best tools and strategies to help you make your house feel like a home again. The wait is over. The NLL has partnered with TFL Sports to bring you something legendary. Not since the days of the 1993 MILL has Pro Box Lacrosse seen premier collectible trading cards, the most comprehensive, officially licensed NLL trading cards ever, featuring legends, rookies, game highlights, and more, all dropping in October. Pre-order yours now before they are gone at shop.tflsport.com. With this many stars, you won't want to miss your chance to chase greatness. Turn your scrap into cash at Langille's Metal Recycle in Port Perry. We pay top dollar when you bring your metal to our yard. With a strong focus on safety and environmentally responsible recycling, you can trust Langille's to handle your scrap the right way. Fast, fair, and local, Langille's Metal Recycling in Port Perry. For more information, please visit www.lmr.ca. Thank you to game day sponsor Eco Airflow, who has been providing indoor air quality solutions to customers for over 15 years. Better air can be found at ecoairflow.com and see how the science of filtration can improve the air in your home.
Welcome back inside Iroquois Park Sports Centre in Whitby, Ontario. We bring you the 2025 President's Cup Championship. It's quarterfinals Wednesday, the third period of the fourth final game. And Brooklyn holding a 15-3 lead. Pat Gregoire alongside Jake Elliott bring you this quarterfinal matchup. Jake, Will McLeod leading the way.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't ask me for takeaways from the first 40 minutes. Please.
Absolutely. Let's just run through this. Will McLeod, 2 goals, 5 assists. Braden Saris, 2 goals, 4 assists for 6 points in his Prezi debut. Alex Marinier, 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points. Darren Elliott, 2 goals, 1 assist for 3 points. And then on the flip side, the Saskatchewan side, Austin Shanks, 2 goals. Maxwell Brining, 2 assists and a single there for Vincent Cree. And being told in the chat from Rob King, Matthias Stadlinger.
Oh.
And he actually is an Australian national team player who came to Canada to play junior ball with the SWAT this year.
How about that?
I mean,
and then how about you venturing into the cesspool of YouTube game chat?
It takes a brave man.
Congratulations.
Takes a brave man. I was really scared to look in there. I'll be honest.
I can't bring myself to do it.
But no,
I'm scared.
Positive vibes only. Positive vibes only inside of the chat right now. A lot of great positive.
I mean, no, listen, we got tons of viewers here all week long, and for this game as well. We thank everybody for, being interactive, telling us stuff that we may get. Blow the whistle, let's play some lacrosse.
Need it.
Just try and keep it classy in there, folks. That's, there's young kids in there watching, reading that stuff, so have some fun. If you want to do it at our expense, feel free. Just try and keep it respectful.
And no burner accounts, okay?
Yeah, what is with that, guys? I mean, I should probably be careful because I don't want somebody signing up my name in there. But
that's going to happen now.
Yeah, it probably will. Let it be known right now, I am not in the YouTube chat. So if you see a Jumbo or a Jake Elliott in there, PXP, whatever, it's not me. It's not me.
It is not him. Who has been him tonight?
Yeah,
Patrick Malo, man.
Yeah.
One of the comments in the chat probably said this could be a much higher score for the Merchants.
It really could. It really, really could. So get on Patty Malo. And Shanks has a couple snipes in this one for Saskatchewan.
Ryan Schutzkowski. Pretty solid appearance for him in between the pipes.
I got to get on you here a little bit, Greggy, because you're supposed to buck up for the raffle. I mean, you haven't done that the last couple of days. So,
well, you weren't here for the late game.
I know.
Definitely on me for this one because would have been a bigger one. I can promise you, tomorrow.
All right, raffle time.
Raffle time. Raffle.
AI.
Possession going to stay here with Brooklyn. Saris going to start that off on the right side. Saris, one of those many players looking to increase their stock here, Jake. And
I don't know if this is the game to increase your stock.
Not today. Where you're going to make your hay and impress. That's a big block. Thought that was a save from a low, but looked like that's a block shot from Denoncourt, who's had a little bit of a rough go with some of those block shots.
He has. He's taken some licks in this one that were a little unnecessary. By the way, I did manage to, I stepped out of the booth in the intermission looking for Billy Callan. So Ontario Commissioner Joey Hiltz out there, another former teammate of mine, and I said, Joey, you see Billy around? He goes, who, Billy Callan? I said, yeah. He goes, oh, he's just here. And I said, well, it's the end of the period. And I looked down and I said, I know where Billy is. Straight out to the beer garden, and he wasn't there, Pat, but all of a sudden I kind of look out to the parking lot where the beers may be a little bit cheaper.
Okay.
And there was Billy Callan.
Hey, we got to support Town Brewery.
Yeah,
Get into
absolutely. Get off your wallet, Callan.
Get inside, as that's an 8-second violation on Shanks. Samard. Terrebonne, Quebec product. I got to say, the talent that's starting to come out of Quebec is mightily impressive. Samard.
I mean, there's a long, rich tradition and history of box lacrosse in Quebec.
No goal.
Well, that's a goal, but it's not going to count.
And Mark Sands takes away a highlight reel beauty from us.
How dare you, Mark?
Shanks looking for the hat trick. Big blocker save there from Chukowski.
The Quebec Caribou.
Yep. But yeah, it's almost like a resurgence of the program there. Good two-man game from Saskatchewan.
No, I like this here from the Roadrunners, you know. I mean, down 12 in the third, and they're still taking it to the cooker here with some passion.
Yeah. I mean, you got to have passion for the game if you are coming to the Prezi with this. Is Vincent Cree going to go the other way? You got to have passion if you're going to be battling through here, Jake.
Oh, look at that! Oh, clip it for Cups.
The big man's got moves.
That was nasty right there from London. London falling. London scoring.
This is nasty. Behind the back feed from Cree. Spin move. Jams the circle button. Dip and dunk. Take a bow, London Cups.
I mean, I'm telling you right now, that's one of the goals of the tournament.
Yeah.
You could go back to the prairies, head held high after tucking one like that.
Hey, Sports Center. London's calling.
Yeah, thank you very much. Hey, Siri.
Oh, another stop once again. Transition goes the other way. The Austrian national. Stadlinger.
It was quite the time down in 2019 in San Diego at the World Field Lacrosse Championships, and I believe Stadlinger was there.
I feel like I heard you or Brad say that name. That sounds far too familiar.
Myself and Brad and Teddy Jenner are all kind of staying in a bed and breakfast there, or a B&B.
Yep.
And, going over the rosters that we'll get a chance here for Kerrigan, who will score. But, we're doing these teams, Switzerland, Germany, Puerto Rico, whatever the case is. And, Teddy, Brad, have you done Germany yet? And they're like, oh, yeah, I've done Germany. So we go down the Germany roster together. And, and then as the week went along, our German accents got a lot better. Our Japanese accents got a lot better as we sounded out the names for all these different international rosters. And Stadlinger was one of those names.
I'm trying to remember the name that I think it was from Germany, that Brad.
Per Anders Olters.
There it is.
Yes. And, I mean, not to get way off track here, but we're talking.
We're way off track.
We're talking a 12-goal lacrosse game. I happened to run into Per Anders Olters, and you're never going to believe where.
Disc golf.
I'm telling you, but at my home park in Coquitlam, Patty, the German international, he's like, is that an ADNAC tattoo in the back of your leg? I said, yeah. I said, why? I said, you play lacrosse? He goes, yeah, I do. I said, for who? He goes, Team Germany. I said, no way. I said, what's your name? And he says, Per Anders Olters. I said, no way. And then I told him the story of us saying his name over and over.
That's too good.
Yeah.
That's too good. All-timer.
Little Monday Park there in Coquitlam.
I'm sure there was no fun had at that that Airbnb. Zero fun had.
The boys had the Baywatch channel on 24/7 there in San Diego for some reason.
No idea why.
CJ, Hasselhoff, the whole gang.
Saris going to work this thing around as that ball goes far too high, but still able to handle that. Elliott behind the back.
There's another good stop for Melo.
Jake, I'm going to take a quick look to see what we got for shots at the end of that period.
Okay, that's a good idea. Or maybe it's not. We'll find out. Here comes another one potentially for the Roadrunners. So I'd like to know why Saskatchewan, I'd like to know why they're wearing the SWAT jerseys. Maybe they didn't have a set for these guys. I'm not positive. But Roadrunners, where does the moniker Roadrunners come from for Team Saskatchewan here?
I don't think, and maybe Evan Schemenauer can help us out with this. I don't think there's Roadrunners buzzing around Saskatchewan.
I mean, maybe they're running in a long straight line if there is.
Another big stop again. That's
it's the old
gonna be
saying,
back
Ben. You
in.
can watch your dog run away for 2 weeks in Saskatchewan.
Shot totals that last period 19-6 in favor of the home side, bringing the total to 36-14.
Good. I mean, out of the 14, they got 4 goals on 14 shots, and I mean they've been more like they're out of their 14 shots. I'd say 9 have been like quality scoring opportunities.
Yep.
So who's got to generate a few more shots?
The walking highlight, London Krupp's gonna start this off.
Got the good footwear going there, Patty.
Yeah, those are the great
High
eye.
top dunkers.
Don't see that too often anymore.
It's a nice little throwback, almost like original Jordans.
Those might be ones, actually. You are right.
Yeah.
Tights, ones.
He's got it going. He's got it going.
12 minutes to go here, 16-4 in favor of the host, the Ontario champions.
Just remember, no morning games from here on out, right? No 11 o'clock, no 2 o'clock games here from Whitby. Just 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock Eastern time for the relegation games.
We'll get you that schedule at some point. I know people were asking in the chat for that schedule. Tomorrow, though,
We'll get it up.
consolation round, which will feature this Saskatchewan team.
They will well, I don't want to guess again, Pat. I should probably have that memorized by now, but I don't. So we'll get it up on the screen and make sure we get it right.
Not before Kobe Hanser with a chance. He's turned aside. Malone with another big stop. Brooklyn gets this loose ball.
Semifinals, we know for sure.
Yes.
Friday, 8 o'clock. It's Brooklyn, and it's Six Nations.
Rematch of the Ontario Series final.
Edmonton, Snake Island, 5 o'clock Friday.
And not a rematch of the league final.
No,
but
but I think those two men in Oakville in the semi.
I was
did
just
they
going
not?
to say that is where I think it was in the semifinal. And was it Oakville or last? No, because they didn't even.
No.
Six Nations didn't even make it to the medal round.
No, they did not. And Edmonton prevailing in that semifinal game against Snake Island in Oakville, of course, going on to the final to take on the eventual champion Ladner Pioneers.
Krups shoots around a screen there as the Czechia national Stepan Friedel unable to convert. Peroni not going to stay in play. We saw him play a little bit of offense to start the game. He's back going out the Odor, but took a D shift there. There's Elliott, far side now, and Polera pulls up. Big blast from the outside from the Bonnie.
Vince Burrell will call for the water break here at the midway mark of the final period of day 4. I might have a little sip of water myself, Pat.
You've earned it, Jumbo. I'll take a look here. Polera launches that one high to low. And Polera, former Buffalo Bandits draft pick. Back in 23, 68th overall.
Maybe a good time to get the schedule up for the next couple of days here, if we can. Got to do some work here late in the late game. See how long it takes them to do it, Pat. Are you wake up over there? Nope. All right.
We get a look at the face-off battle instead. I know the people have been looking for it.
Yeah, the stats department and the what was the other department over there, Pat? Was it the
graphics department?
It was the stats department, and then also the ad read department.
Yes, the ad read department, which is I think down the hall from the graphics.
Yeah, we need
department.
they gotta jump to the other office to get the graphics in.
In all seriousness, though, Matt Carrick.
Working hard.
Wearing all different types of hats this week.
Working hard.
You're here when you don't hear his voice, probably means he's doing something important.
Meanwhile, Larger is just kicking back, drinking booster juice somewhere. Well, we're all grinding away here.
And I only saw one booster juice for himself.
I don't know how that works.
It was a large. Claimed he had only one coupon.
Yeah, What they call that? If you look up selfish in the dictionary, you're going to find Lucas Arger drinking a booster juice.
Didn't tell us where he got the coupon either, so we can get that said coupon.
Yeah. It's probably on the VIP list here in Whitby at the booster juice.
No doubt about that.
We're saving ours and J Fox for a little later in the week.
Yep.
When we really need it, then we'll call in the heavy hitter.
This Brooklyn Merchants team finished 4-2 during the regular season. Looking for a chance there is a great stop from Schutzkowski.
Shanks a good push off there, but
We're not getting back-to-back games with a free hand call.
that'd be something.
A little flip, nice pick off there from Crawford, but he gets.
He's got something going on with the wrist. He couldn't hang on to his stick.
Yeah, he's slow to pick that up. That's a healthy whack. But Brooklyn making their first appearance since 2016.
Yeah, I called that one too. Leduc,
I was going to say, was that Leduc? Yep.
Yeah. And Atwood was good that tournament. So was Brooklyn. And now Atwood apparently, not that it's going to matter a whole lot now, but on the Allegheny roster, but never did make an appearance in a game. A lot of people asking where Atwood was.
It feels kind of weird having a Prezi without having one Atwood.
And to not be on Brooklyn either, where
he's bounced around to a few different teams. I think.
But this is where home is it not? This is where is it not where he's from? No, okay.
No. I believe he's Six Nations, but he's bounced around a bunch of different teams. Played for Clearview 2 seasons ago, I believe.
Old suitcase Atwood. Travel bag.
Third appearance for the Merchants. 2016, they got the bronze. Back in 2000, finished with a silver medal.
Oh, Elliott.
There's Elliott. Quite the tournament for him, leading this Brooklyn team in scoring.
He's a good-looking player, Pat.
He really is. Big fan of his game. Got to see him a little more this year. Green Gales, Junior B, saw a lot of him in the OJBLL loop. Saw a lot of this, though. He's a guy that plays well without the ball in his stick. That's a nice finish over the shoulder.
Just made the stick be able to see that top corner when he let that one go.
Yeah. 39 points during the regular season.
Yeah, I mean,
pretty impressive.
Far from their leading scorer, right? But here at the President's Cup, he's really stepped his game up.
He's going to try for another one, but that bid is turned aside once again.
I think both teams will be rather happy just to kind of get this one behind them and do it unscathed. There's big games on the horizon here for the Merchants, obviously. Hosting, winning Ontario, something they haven't done in a long, I can't remember the last time Six Nations did not win.
He did it again.
Clip it again for Caps. When's the last time Six Nations did not win the Ontario Lacrosse League aside from this year?
I'm going to have to
Stats department.
Stats department. While we do this, let's take a look at this absolute beauty. Spin cycle.
It's almost a carbon copy.
Captain Cups.
I mean, if he's not the player of the game here today, Pat, I know Shanks has a couple here, but let's give it to old Capitan here in Cups, who's put on a show.
Yeah, that was almost an identical goal to what he's scored. I mean, he's a big body, and Brooklyn, when he gets in tight, they're having trouble with him.
Apparently, stats department, also the replay department, Pat. So we may be waiting a while to find out.
You take over for a sec. I'll look it up.
Okay. Here we go. We're under 6 to play. And I'm trying to remember what the score was in the Muskies game here. 20-3, something like that?
I believe, somewhere in that ballpark. 20-3 for Snake Island.
So it won't be, well, maybe here as Tucker will be, Cup's playing a little defense too. Might have saved a goal, but gets a possession call here. 18-5, we stand right here. So 17-goal win for the Muskies. Not that it matters, but leading by 13 here are the Merchants.
Well, Jake, didn't have to look that far back.
Okay.
Let's not forget the year that Oakville hosted. They did win.
Of course. They kind of loaded up for that year, so only a couple of years ago. But go back before that.
Oakville again, but when they were the Titans back in 2018.
Is it cheesy to throw out a remember the Titans?
You did it.
All right.
But previously to that, the Brooklyn Merchants, 2016, and the St. Catharines Saints. What a wagon that group was. 2011, 2012, and 2013.
Oh, look out here. A bit of a spear after that shot block. And, I mean, Marigny's been kind of letting it rip here a little much for my liking. I know, you like to score goals, but, I mean, it's kind of like the Masters rule at this point, right? No slap shots head level. And that one was a bullet from point-blank range.
Saris gets this over to McLeod, as those two have played a lot of lacrosse together. And McLeod deposits that one in. That pass coming from an Oakville boy in Eddie Renault.
One more sip of water for Patty, and we'll get this final 4:24 wrapped up. We appreciate everybody staying plugged in here to the JVI Sports Network all day long here from the President's Cup. Just 2 games tomorrow. Have we got the graphic up for the schedule lately? I feel like we asked for that like a while ago, but we haven't seen it. We haven't seen it for a while.
Oh, only 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this one. Maybe we can wait till the end of the game here. I mean, if folks have stayed tuning in. A loose ball battle ensues here. Kobe Hanser, 2022 Minto Cup champion. If you look at this roster with Brooklyn, between the Burlington Blaze and the Whitby Warriors over that, 2-year stretch, a lot of Minto Cup winners here, which you can't talk to their experience of President's Cup because...
But if you're a winner, you're a winner.
You're a winner, you're a winner, right? And you look down the lineup, the only one who was a part of that team back in 2016 was Lucas Coop, the backup goalie for this team. In fact, look at that bench. Ryan Degerden and Mark DeBrone were 2 players on that 2016 team. Ryan Degerden was the captain. So a complete different turnover. In fact, after that season, Brooklyn Lacrosse Club actually ended up taking over the entire organization. Now they're both together. Gavin Prut, the GM of both of them.
Yeah, and I honestly as well watch this here breakaway chance. You look at the organizations, Senior A, Senior B, Junior A, Junior B, that have some synergy from one organization to the other and kind of run the same program at each level. Everybody gets along. Everybody does what's best for the organization. Those are the teams that have the most successful. I think it's a brilliant move to have that cohesiveness between Senior A and Senior B, and then even down to Junior A if you can. It just makes everything run a whole lot smoother, and more importantly maybe than that, Pat, as a Junior B player and you get the call up to Junior B, well, if you're running the same system that you are in B, and when you step into A, it's not, you don't have to learn a whole new playbook.
100%.
It's such an easier step to make. And the same can be said for Senior B and Senior A.
Yeah, that's what we do with the Ironheads Junior B program that I coach and affiliated with the Toronto Beaches.
Yeah,
that guy right there, Jacob Hickey, played with both clubs.
Yeah, it may not be what you as a head coach of the B team really want to run, or it may not be what your roster dictates that you run, but for the betterment of the organization as a whole, you do it. So when the players do make the next step, it's seamless. It's seamless.
Yep. Now only if we could get the same rule book as the junior. That's a discussion for
We're
another
under
day.
2 minutes here. We do not have enough time to walk down that road, but we may visit that one at some point this week.
The human highlight reel, London Cups, one hand on the stick, tried to put on a show for one final time.
Yeah, I mean,
in this period.
There's a big part of me that wants to give player of the game to Cups, but I almost feel like Patty Mallow, with what he has faced here in this one, kind of deserves a nod.
Yeah, tough. You would think 19 goals against. Come on, no. This could be a 40 spot, a 40 burger.
Well,
if you
I was
will.
going to say his goals against average coming. Not that I want to bury him here, but was 36.6. All right, here we go. Back to work here for Rachel. She's finally got it up here.
There you see Friday night, Edmonton and Snake Island.
I kind of wanted to. I know I've memorized that part. I need tomorrow. I need tomorrow.
Oh, here we go, Jake. Can't win with them. Can't win with them, Rachel.
I need tomorrow. I know Allegheny. And I know Allegheny and Ladner are playing, and Winnipeg and Saskatchewan are playing. I just can't remember which is playing which. Ouch.
Oh, jeez.
And Mallow was like, okay. Thank you very much. So Allegheny against Saskatchewan, Ladner against Winnipeg tomorrow. What time those two games are, I know they're at 5 and 8. I just don't know which.
We're gonna see that soon. And chance that one goes wide. And hey, Patrick Mallow, great game. You're rewarded going up against Chris Cloutier.
Yeah, good luck tomorrow.
And Chase
friends.
Fraser.
Good luck tomorrow.
As the buzzer sounds, the Brooklyn Merchants going to walk away with this quarter-final victory, 19-5. As Ryan Shutkowski is going to get credited with the win.
Well, they can't all be Picassos here at the Prezi, Patty. We know that. You're going to have the odd stinker from time to time, and a couple of tough ones here tonight, but those are behind us, and the big ones still yet to come here from Whitby.
The Prezi only going to heat up, but of course, before we get to those semis, Jake, we got to get to tomorrow's consolation matchups.
A little pie ball against the Blizzard at 5 o'clock. Arrows and Roadrunners at 8 o'clock. That is tomorrow. Just 2 games tomorrow. Then semifinal Friday. Miners, Muskies, Rivermen, Merchants. And those 2 games on Friday. Buckle up. Going to be good.
No more breakfast ball from here in Whitby. The 11 and 2 o'clock games are done, but that means we're just that much closer to semifinal action and crowning our 2025 President's Cup champion. We know it won't be Ladner. We know the 3-time champions were taken down. 4 teams stand. We'll have to wait until Saturday night to see. Lots of lacrosse still to be done. A lot of housekeeping still needs to be done inside the building.
Probably a lot of stretching needs to be done by those Roadrunners down there too. With that short bench, they just look exhausted.
Yeah, every time Patrick Mallow made a save, he was in his crease stretching out that hamstring, the groin. He's still, he's laboring right now. And great call there, Jake.
There you go. And look at the smile on his face. An ultimate competitor, just one of the good guys of our sport right there, Patty Mallow, and couldn't be prouder to be the player of the game here for Saskatchewan.
And I tell you, not too many people, goaltenders, get a 19 spot hanging on them and smiling.
Yeah.
He
or
was
get player of the game for that matter.
Smiling ear to ear as Marinier named player of the game. Finished with 5 points. Takes a picture there with Pat Mallow.
Well, Patty, we're through 4 days here at the President's Cup.
55 shots in favor of Brooklyn, where Saskatchewan with 22. So great game for Patty Mallow. There's the schedule. We're not done here. We're not even close to be done here, Jake. Consolation games start tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Fill your day however you do, but don't miss. First matchup, Ladner against Winnipeg. 8 p.m. tomorrow night. It's Allegheny taking on Saskatchewan, and then the big daddy of them all. Semifinals matchup. Friday, we've got Edmonton and Snake Island And it's a rematch of the Ontario Senior Series lacrosse as Six Nation takes on Brooklyn. But for tonight, that will do it. Quarterfinal action here from Iroquois Park Sports Centre. It's in the books. For myself, Pat Gregoire, and Jake Elliott, everyone here on the JVI Sports Network, I want to thank you for tuning in. Join us tomorrow, 5 o'clock. The Prezi continues.
From grassroots to major international events, Sport Durham's award-winning edge is the care we take to create memorable participant experiences and lasting legacies. Collaborate with Sport Durham to host your best event yet. While you're here, be sure to visit durhamtourism.ca for things to do across Durham Region's 8 vibrant communities. Summit Access Solutions is a turnkey access company that can accommodate any and all projects from scaffolding, swing stage, material lifts, weather enclosure systems, and shoring, just to name a few. We specialize in making what looks impossible possible so that you can complete any project safely, efficiently, and on time. Call us at 877-786-6483 or visit summitaccess.ca. No matter what the disaster, we'll be there to help get everything in your home or business restored back to normal. Whether your property has suffered from a kitchen fire, basement flood, or a break-in, our professional technicians and restoration experts will use the best tools and strategies to help you make your house feel like a home again. The wait is over. The NLL has partnered with TFL Sports to bring you something legendary. Not since the days of the 1993 MILL has Pro Box Lacrosse seen premier collectible trading cards. The most comprehensive, officially licensed NLL trading cards ever, featuring legends, rookies, game highlights, and more, all dropping in October. Pre-order yours now before they are gone at shop.tflsport.com. With this many stars, you won't want to miss your chance to chase greatness.